Hello everyone, John with Motivation Theory Running. So as I prepped to get ready to run this morning, I started reading articles of extremely bad and very sad news that 21 runners, 21 ultramarathoners have died after an extreme weather event in a Chinese ultramarathon. High winds and freezing rain hit participants in the 100K race, so a 60-mile race in the Yellow River Stone Forest, which is a tourist site in the Gansu province on Sunday. Just hours into the event on Saturday, the weather suddenly deteriorated as runners climbed to 6,500 feet above sea level, and around the 12-mile mark, runners dressed in shorts and t-shirts were suddenly facing freezing conditions, and rain turned to hail, and some passed out from the cold. So if any of you all have ever run an ultramarathon, you know how running the tops of some of these mountains, sometimes the temperature drops a lot. I've been in races where I've been really worried about how I was dressed. And from what I've read, there are a lot of runners that were looking into this and didn't even see that there was going to be an issue. They saw that there was going to be some rain, but nothing like the extreme weather they saw with things turning to hail, and just a huge gale hit them and dropped temperatures well below what anyone was going to expect. They couldn't see. I heard GPSs were having a hard time finding the way. So everyone's just, dressed in what I have on, what we start ultras in. And if you're checking the weather beforehand and you don't expect the temperatures to drop that much, then you're not really going to overdress. So this is an extremely freak and just super sad event. The race was halted when some of the 172 runners went missing, and rescue teams were launched to go try to look for people that are using drones and above just trying to find people using the heat sensing technology, trying to find people. Many of the runners were stranded, suffered from hypothermia. So 172 were out there, and they were looking for all of them. 21 people, including two of China's top marathon athletes, died after freezing rain and high wind struck the 62-mile mountain race. Lang Jin, 31, a top ultramarathon champion, and Huang Guanjun, the winner of the men's marathon for hearing-impaired runners at China's 2019 National Paralympic Games, were among those found dead, according to state media. So 172 people participated, with hundreds others that were registered. They had smaller races around this. So for those folks who were not going up into the mountains, they were able to kind of turn around. I read another story of one lady who's dealt with hypothermia in past races. So when she got to the mountain, after about 24K, she turned around and wasn't even going to mess with the mountain. Officials said that 151 race participants were found and confirmed safe, but there was one runner that was found deceased Sunday morning, and that 8 people were being treated at the hospital for injuries sustained from probably hypothermia. The Gansu province government has set up a team to investigate the deaths and look into what happened. It's just a tragic event. I know race organizers, this is an extreme nightmare, and I know that they look into these things. I know here in the States, they pay close attention to these things also. Freak accidents happen, especially if you're up in mountainous areas or places that are prone to having extreme weather events happen. Extremely sad for the ultra running community. Thoughts and prayers are going out to those families and everyone involved there. It's just an extremely sad event, and I just thought I'd hop on here and talk a little bit about that, and just know that those who do ultramarathons and runners love what we do. I don't think we ever expect things like this to happen. I mean, 21 lives were lost in this event, and it's just extremely sad. And hopefully, moving forward, all races around the world will take a look into their planning, just to ensure that the runners are as safe as possible. Extreme weather events happen, but bad things happen, and things can happen. And I don't know if there was a way for them to have been able to tell that this kind of event was going to happen. I know they're investigating this, and I guess we'll find out more as the days move on and the investigation moves on. This is super sad, and it's weighing heavy on my mind. I just can't imagine 21 families and all those surrounded are having the worst of worst days that you could have after just going out and doing something they love to do, which is run. China's been doing a great job of pushing the sport of ultramarathoning, helping lift up tourism, and I think they actually were paying people to participate in these events to get them going. So it's just super sad. I'm going to take off here. I got to get my run in, and I hope you all are doing well. And if you do hear this and you were affected by this, I'm extremely sorry. This is super sad. So be safe, everyone, and I will talk to you later. Bye.